Anybody check the feed on both channels?
I'm waiting for the notification.
Still on. We live on. Good. You got yours going too? Yep. So all three good? Yep.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Think we real Hebrew Israelites who come in week in, week out, day in, day out. Prophesy the downfall and destruction of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures. Before we get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule, Shalom, Marcus, Allah, Bakir, peace and mercy to the elect. All right. We have the little technical difficulty. Bear with us. Y'all right to Zah. If that one ain't working, bro, it's all the spirit. Satan just already had sexual deal. Yep. You know, we back another week to prophesy the downfall and destruction of this place. Prophesy, you know, what we need to say before. All right. So we telling you the things that's gonna happen before they happen. You know, so we got this little quick article. We're gonna go into the DC shooting and just also various other topics on top of the permanent pause. Because Trump, he basically proposing to restrict travel basically for 19 other countries, third world countries that he deemed third world countries, you know, from traveling to the United States of America after that incident and situation that happened in Washington, D.C. On November 26, 2025, right? A day before Thanksgiving, man. All right, where you had this Afghan dude and he allegedly shot two National Guard's members, right? Mm-hmm. So if you got that article, we just gonna read and go through the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
This is an article from 19 Action News. It says Trump vows to permanently pause migration from poor nations.
Right. So he said he vows to permanently pause migration from poor nations. Well, according to Trump, all right. Hey, you know what's one of the nations that's on there? Venezuela, right? Venezuela was on the list of nations that he was gonna pause from coming here, and that's just Jake, man. All right. Mexico probably wasn't on the list, but they already cracking down on niggas from Mexico, El Salvador, you know, Central and South America, because Venezuela, that's where Venezuela is located at. Because at the end of the day, the pause on different individuals coming into this country is gonna lead to like restricted moving. You ain't gonna be, that's how it starts. This is how it starts with the immigration in the third world countries, all right? And ultimately, him coming against who? If you Haitians, right? Because right along with that permanent pause, he was talking about the that little moratorium, wherever it's called, with the Haitians. He said they gotta get the fuck out. Mm-hmm. That's what Trump was saying. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that about the tribe of Levi. Mm-hmm. All right, he said they gotta go too. They don't have no asylum here. You know, because the majority of them individuals that come to this country, they would fall under the category as asylum seeker. Matter of fact, look that up. All right, one of the brothers, whoever got it, look up asylum seeker. You know, go ahead, Shamari, read it.
It says published November 28th, 2025 at it says President Donald Trump says he wants to permanently pause migration from poorer nations and is promising to expel millions of immigrants from the United States by revoking their legal status.
Right, so meaning what? He don't care if you got a green card. If you went through the application process, you went through the screening process, the vetting process, you know what I'm saying, and you met all the requirements to be able to acquire a visa. He said, well, hey, to fuck with you too. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the position that Trump is taking, because like the apostle said, we refer to him as yeah, that's who he is in the incarnation, Nero. You know what I'm saying? So
It's funny too that you even said that because I was doing some research today or whatever. I think Yaquan brought it out, but he had Nero had built a building. It was a palace. It was called the Domus Aurora, and it was like damn. I'm like that's similar to Trump because he's built he getting that palace constructed in the East Wing, White House.
yeah.
Like what are the odds of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Domus Aurora, or Golden House. That's what translates to was Emperor Nero's opulent palace built after the Great Fire of Rome in 64 AD, covering a vast area and featuring lavish amenities like an artificial lake and richly decorated halls.
Yep. So I mean, what was the odds of that? You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga Trump getting that shit constructed. So I thought that was spiritual.
And that fire was in 64 AD, and Nero, he blamed that fire on the Christians, the followers of Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was liked by the people at first, and then he wasn't liked by the people, just like Trump. He was liked by the people at first, and then now he's not liked by the people.
Exactly.
Right, because Trump on his campaign, he said he go make America great again.
Right.
All right, and then you got, they destroyed the middle class. You know what I'm saying? They fucking destroyed the middle class. The prices of grocery, the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? Increased. You know what I'm saying? Under the Trump administration. So you got a lot of Edomites. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said. Egyptian shall be against Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? Or a house divided. See, these motherfuckers ain't on one accord. Right? And that's what everything usually falls apart during that time frame when you ain't on one accord. Right? That's why scripture talk about two walking together except they be agreed. So you got these liberal Edomites and you got the conservative Edomites. You know what I'm saying? You got the far right and then the far left. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got this division, this separation amongst these Edomites, and these different legislations and keep reading that article.
It says he is blaming immigrants for problems from crime.
Who you think he referred to when he talk about he blaming immigrants? Because just like brothers, we brought out, on several occasions, because these niggas televise that shit on the fucking on the mainstream media. Remember down there in the border of Mexico with Texas, right? They had all them people coming around the gate and shit. It was Chinese people, it was Filipino people, it was motherfucking Arabs, it was Japanese motherfuckers, it was all ethnicities of people coming in. But then when they started cracking down with these ICE agents, they going straight to Jake neighborhood. I ain't see them niggas in Chinatown. Cause every majority of every major city in the United States got a Chinatown. They got a motherfucking Chinatown, or they got some type of Muslim community, right? They talk about the Muslims and, all right, cause you got these different, you got the Muslims and they in the position of like they politicians and shit like that with the chick Ilhan Omar. I don't know if brothers familiar with her, but she practiced the religion of Islam, right? And she like a political figure, you know what I'm saying, out of Minneapolis or Milwaukee, I think, or is it Minneapolis, Minnesota, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and even the two of those, they like a prominent city for Ishmaelites, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and Muslim community. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had that whole debacle with the Edomite. He went to the town hall of some motherfucking, cause bro, they have meetings like that all the time. Jake just ain't familiar with that shit. Where they have a town hall meeting and they have different delegates, representatives, perfect word, delegates, for particular wards and particular counties and shit like that, and people can come over there and express their grievance, like whether they agree with this or they don't agree with it. So you had recently some Edomites, they went up in there and they was talking about get the fuck out of our country with the Edomites and shit like that. That's what they was saying, man. Because people tired of it. Yeah, cause that situation, it didn't go as planned. The outcome of the situation was people like they don't want that type of mentality in America no more. It's supposed to be this a melting pot. Everybody's supposed to be here. This is the land of the free. You're supposed to be able to come here if you're Muslim. You're supposed to be come here and be able to live your life and practice the religion of Islam without nobody intervening or infringing on your constitutionally protected activity, man. You know what I'm saying? So and it's all witchcraft and sorcery at the end.